What is going on YouTube? It's Sankin. We are back with another one. Alright guys, so in this drop I'm coming at you with a couple of updates to ensure we get you on the right path. But before I get this show on the road, if you'd like to help out the channel by hitting that like button, and if you're new, join the movement by hitting that subscribe. So I'm going to kick things off by talking about the markets. Now guys, across the board, global markets were rattled today. So it's not just your portfolios that felt it, mine as well. As a matter of fact, right down from the smallest retail investor right up to the largest fund focused on growth would have felt the pain in the markets today. I want you guys to know it's got nothing to do with the plays you have in your portfolio, especially if you've been rocking with our channel plays. Because when we see the whole market move down, those businesses, the plays that you're invested in, they're still sound, they're still quality, they're still the same business that they were yesterday or the day before. And remember, we are invested into the business, not the short-term movement in that stock price. Now, whenever we see a movement in the stock market, whether that's green or red, it's important that we understand the root, the reason why it's moved like that. That help you guys keep frame of mind. So check me out. We have Wall Street on the back foot all day as rising virus cases rattled investors. So there we have it, guys. The reason why the stock market has come down today is because of virus cases going up. So as I say, nothing to do with the plays in the portfolio. And this news shouldn't have an impact on our plays, even in the short term, medium term, or long term. And when we have the whole market coming down, we know the large caps, it's going to be a small movement down. It's the growth plays that are going to feel that they're going to bear the brunt of this, guys. So a lot of the growth plays coming down 5% or more today. That is to be expected when we see these kind of movements in the market. Now, I want you guys to know very few growth plays would have been able to withstand the storm in the markets today, and that is to be expected. We know a lot of these growth plays are on thin ice right now, and when the whole market gets hit like that, these growth plays are going to come down. That's just a natural movement in the stock market. But there is one play, guys, in particular, that managed to weather the storm today, and I'm going to ensure I'll give you guys the update on that. So let's get ready for the play. Up on screen, that's Clean Energy Fuels, ticker symbol CLNE. As I say to you guys, if you've been rocking with me, even in one of the most testing days out there in the field for our growth plays over the last couple of months, you will be sitting on one of the best performing growth plays out there in the market today. Now, in case you missed the news that was all over CNBC, Business Wire, The Street on this one, they made a partnership with Amazon to provide RNG in some of their current stations, and they're building more towards the end of the year. So another solid partnership that this play has made. If you guys remember, I've been putting them on your radar several times over the last couple of weeks, and one of the reasons why we're invested into this play is because of the quality and the nature of the partnerships they make. They rub shoulders with some giants in the corporate world, companies like BP, Total, and now they've gone ahead and partnered with Amazon, so it just shows you guys how good they really are. As I say, I do my very best to ensure I only put you guys in quality plays with the ability to continue climbing. Now, what I can't control is that short-term fluctuation in the stock market, that volatility that every play is going to experience right now. But what I can control is the plays that you guys are invested in. They make those real revenues, they're leaders in their respective fields, and they're innovating daily to ensure they can continue running. Now, I want to show you guys with this play, pre-market, they started 25% up. I'll tell you guys about those gravitational forces in the market pulling these plays down during this volatility. This play only closed up 6%. So it's a bit of an injustice to them because they deserve to be much higher. But as I say, it's testing times for these plays. It's choppy waters out there in the market. So you guys just got to ride the wave. This is the kind of play, guys, that will continue its climb once we get through this market volatility. It's your choice if you guys want to stay invested in this one and weather the storm to be eventually rewarded on this play. That's why I've been putting them on your radar over the last couple of weeks. I've been saying to you guys, get your position in this one once they drop to our buy zone, because this is a play that has the potential to double up. So today's news should tell you guys that we intend to do damage with this play moving forward. And let's talk about strategy on this one. Currently standing 11.85. Entry on this one remains the same at below 11.50. Ideally, if you can catch them 11.25 or closer to $11, the best. This one has key support at around 10.50, so I want to ensure you guys are setting your stop limit at that point as well. As I say, this is one of those plays you want to ride through the volatility because you will be rewarded if you guys are able to weather the storm with me on this one. So I also want to touch on big digital assets. Now this is a play I put on your radar yesterday. I said this is a play that will double up. So check out the quarterly earnings that just got announced today on this one. So revenues for their Netcoin subsidiary, that's their Canadian crypto exchange, up 337%. This is a play, as I say, that is firing on all cylinders. I didn't even need the earnings announcement to know that with this play. So despite the volatility, despite the panic that's going on in the market today, I say our plays are performing very well, hitting their business objectives month after month after month. You guys might not know that because you might see the panic. But as I say, I'm here to disperse all of that and let you guys know what's really going on with our plays. So when all of this passes, these are the kind of plays to be first to move, first to climb. So as I say on this one, entry, that's below $250 on this one. Catch them below 250, you start your first position. Remember guys, with these plays, we nibble at them. So you just grab a small portion. If you can get a better entry the next day or the next week, that's when you load up again. But this is a big potential play. You guys know how we found Mara at $2-3. There's several other plays that are around that mark that have a lot more potential to run. And this is one of them, so I want to ensure they stay on your radar. Let's talk about how we can level up as investors. So I want to give you guys a crash course on warrants because they do come into our plays from time to time. They had an impact on Golden Nugget and I took you guys through that. They're now coming into play with a partnership between Amazon and Clean Energy Fuels. So right out the gate, warrants just give the buyer a right to purchase a stock at a certain price in the future. So the partnership between Clean Energy and Amazon just give Amazon the right to purchase that clean energy stock at $13.49 in the future. Now, when warrants are exercised, there's new shares issued that has a dilutive effect, meaning that the investors don't like that and you can often see that stock price come down. That's what happened to Golden Nugget. When the warrants started to be exercised, that stock price started to come down and it almost acted as the floor for that stock. Now, the warrant price, the strike price on this is $13.49. So right now we say that these warrants are out of the money. Now, because they're above the stock price, that's a good thing. When the stock price moves past that $13.49, you'll start to see those warrants being exercised and that might bring that stock price back down closer to that $13.49 mark where the strike price is for Amazon. But Amazon can only take on around 5% of the stock of Clean Energy Fuel. So it's not a large amount. So that dilutive effect won't be high. So we shouldn't see any material move in that stock price when the warrants are started to be exercised. That's why you probably saw pre-market Clean Energy Fuels was flying 25% because the news all round was good. Not only is the partnership good, but the warrants and the dynamics and the structure of these warrants were in check. If you rock with the channel, you know what time it is. This question comes from Frank, says, what's your thoughts about Alpine? I have an average cost of $7, but not convinced to average down on this play. So let's dive into this one. Now, when you guys are dollar cost averaging out there in the markets, remember we have a strategy, guys. Some plays we buy in weakness, like a Grow Generation. Some plays we buy in strength, like an Alpine. We want to see a bounce up in that stock price. Want to see some momentum before you pull the trigger on this play. As I say, you got to keep up to date with the plays. And one of the last updates Alpine delivered, they fell short on their financials. Maybe it was due to the virus and other things. However, they fell short of their numbers. So this is a play you shouldn't be in a rush to pick up in the markets. You want to ensure they've truly found their floor, found their support, and they're falling through several layers of support. This is one of these plays. As I say, guys, only buy this one in strength, in some momentum. We want to see some good business updates. We want to see them out there in the markets doing what they do best, picking up some acquisitions, moving their business forward before pulling the trigger on this play. So that wraps things up. If you'd like to help out the channel, do hit the like button. Also, check out link down below to the Patreon. We can join our winning team over at the Discord. And if you're new, join the movement by hitting that subscribe. As we progress the rest of the week, you guys know I am packing the heat to ensure you guys are able to navigate these markets. So I'll catch you on the next one.